Let's start to maybe dig in a little bit to the platform. We know that businesses strive to provide exceptional customer experiences. The importance of omnichannel capabilities in this cannot be overstated. This is where we meet people where they are. And without a doubt, today's customers expect seamless interactions across multiple channels. And businesses are increasingly aware of the need to deliver a consistent and integrated experience across the customer journey. That being said, most companies are still very voice-centric with email and some chat, and omnichannel is just kind of really hitting its stride. So with RingCX, how do you approach omnichannel, and how deep are these channel options?
Well, it's funny because a couple of years ago, digital or the non-voice channels were kind of considered to be add-ons. There was a lot of point solutions out in the market, a lot of companies that just had, a solution that solved for that need. And then what we see happening in the market is that these players are buying each other up, they're consolidating, or they're developing the technology natively. So it's now become every conversation we have with our customers is about omnichannel, right?
That's right.
Again, we want to be able to see the different ways that customer had contacted you as an organization, so the agent can basically see that history, have access to that information, so you don't have to rehash the customer's previous interactions on a phone call if they've sent emails or chats in before. So we make it so that from an agent perspective, it's very easy to see all that and also be able to handle multiple interactions concurrently.
How does that look inside of the UI? Is that something that you can kind of share?
So what I have here is I have an active inbound voice call that came in, and you can see here I've got the expected call control options to transfer, requeue the call, set a disposition, mute, hold, and so on. So for example, like transferring a call, if I want to transfer a call to a non-agent, I just hit the transfer, find someone, and I have presence information from the corporate directory. Very easy to do that. In addition to having the expected call controls, I have on the far right side a contact card. So it's a CRM Lite type of functionality that allows me to see all the different identities of the caller. So I can see, in this case, I've got multiple contact types that I've added into the system here. So whenever a contact comes in, regardless of all these different channels, it'll automatically pop this record up. And then I can see call history, interactions, and get a complete view of all the different ways this customer's previously interacted with someone. And if, for example, a customer comes in on an unknown identity, doesn't match up to an existing customer card, I can easily find and match the identity. So now I can bring in all that contact history of that other identity with the one I'm working with. And now again, 360-degree view of the customer's interactions.
That's outstanding. And so with inside of this UI, you're able to see email interactions, chat interactions, voice interactions, and you can look at the history of what those are. You could listen to recordings, but more importantly, as you're engaged with that particular customer, you can disposition whatever the outcome was of that particular meeting and engagement. And ultimately, I would imagine that how they get to you here too is, driven by the ACD and the IVR that's part of the package.
Yeah, and again, I can point a number directly to a voice queue. So I don't necessarily have to have an IVR, but if we do, we have an IVR studio that allows me to drag and drop the actions. And then we support both DTMF as well as voice recognition. So I can say or press 1 for sales, say, or press 2 for support, and so on. So it makes it very easy to do that with the system. So let me send in a chat session. So here I have a chat. And for digital, we actually have the system set up so that when you route into the platform, I can use content of the actual inbound message to determine how I route. So in this case, I just said, hi, Bob, and it routes to a general queue because I don't have any other content that allows me to match it to one of the other demo queues I've built out here. But in this case here, I've got the ability to edit my message, send the responses in. I have the ability to do quick replies and so on. But we also have a very nice feature where I have a digital interaction with a live customer. So we call that a synchronous communication channel. Email would be asynchronous, right? There's going to be long delays between those interactions. But in this case, I've got a customer doing a live chat, but if I want, I can do a one-click instant escalate to video. So we leverage the RingCentral video capability. So now as an agent, all I have to do is click the send invitation. It sends a URL to the customer via the chat session, and the agent is immediately put into a video call. And then as soon as the customer clicks on the link, they're linked in.
That's incredible. So we have channel elevation directly built into the process already.
And also, we can also initiate the request for a video call from the customer side. So notice here, there's a little button that says request a video call. So it now allows the agent to get that inbound request coming in from the customer. So it makes that transition to a different modality very, very seamless.
And Bob, can you record that video call and have that recording and the transcripts of that video call be assigned to that specific engagement?
Yes, we support call recording. And then what is also available is when I'm on my voice call. So I still have that voice call active. When I end that call, we have the ability to set dispositions, but we also have AI that builds a summary of the call based on what was heard. So in this case, because I had muted both sides, there was no recording actually that could be used here. But the idea is that it provides that summary. So now that's saved with that information about the call. We also have another tool that is an add-on for the RingCX platform. It's called RingSense for CX. And we can talk about that a little bit more in detail later.
Wonderful. That's outstanding. I really like the UI. It's very clean. And I love the fact that everything is one place. Voice, all the human channels, all the digital channels,